Chef Bobo Bergstrom of the Edge restaurant is a master culinary artist whose unique European fusion cuisine brings classic training and Caribbean creativity to his cutting-edge table.
You've been pioneering Caribbean fusion, European fusion cuisine for years now. Tell us about Eurobbean Cuisine.
Eurobbean is something that started off already down at when I was working in bakery, but it must be now 14 years ago. And I was looking on what to do with all the ingredients on a small isolated island of a small size of bakery. And I had nothing else on my hands than the local food and my knowledge from European cooking. European cooking, so I slipped there. And the marriage on my knowledge and my basic skills with the ingredients I had on hand became my Euro-Caribbean fusion, because people asked me what was the food I was cooking. So I said I'm doing a Euro-Caribbean mix or fusion.
What advice could you give Caribbean chefs that think they don't need that formal training and background in order to achieve a certain level of creativity and success?
Yeah, I will encourage every chef, Caribbean and non-Caribbean, to seek the classic roots. Because whatever we do, the classic roots, we call it the mother sauces, the basic cooking style, will actually be the best platform you can have. So don't try to step up, skip any steps, because you will have to fall back later. You will realize that you actually need to build a pyramid from the bottom. And that's something I learned. I was a young, energetic chef and trying to do creative stuff, and I realized later that I need to have that basic ground and basic base to lean back on and build it from the right direction. It's called classic for a reason, because it works. There is classic elements that is something we need to start keep in a very classic fashion and treat it. I don't say that you should not be innovative, but if you base that on a very classical thing, you will be very successful.
Now tell us about the Edge. What makes the Edge the Edge?
Edge is the name itself. It's selected because I try to put a little bit on what I'm doing on the edge. The cooking style and my creations is a bit on the edge. Not for everyone, maybe not mainstream. We are not a bulky starch, French fries and mashed potato place. We are more a design. I call my food creations, not a meal. I call my main creations dessert creations. There is artistic creations on a little bit on the edge. Being on the edge, trying to cook on the edge, and try to give you a little edge on life and a little extra.
So if we're coming to the Edge and we want that experience, what would you recommend?
And I like the seafood. I like the seafood style. I like light eating, and I try to recommend to at least try to have a little dessert in the end, because we try to be.
That's the extra edge.
Yeah.
You've got 3 businesses. You're a father. You're a husband.
Yes.
You're a restaurateur, and you're in the kitchen, being hands-on with everything. How do you do it all? Oh,
that's difficult. It's a sacrifice for family. A sacrifice for yourself. It's sometimes sacrifice for business. The day only had 24 hours, and I wish I had 48 every day, but unfortunately it's not the case. So of course a lot of things are falling behind, but you have to try to be there with the passion and the work, and you have to inspire your staff to achieve, so you don't have to do everything yourself. I have fantastic staff honestly to lean back on, and that could kick in, and they understand. And I have a fantastic wife and family who understand.
How do you stay inspired?
My customers, I would say. To have, speak to my customers, the interaction to speak to my audience, it's very important. It's like an artist on stage. It wouldn't be fun to go on stage every night and don't get the applause. As long as you get the applause and the people coming to the theater or whatever, you will be inspired to continue.
So you're as passionate about your customers as you are about your food and your creation.
Absolutely.
I love it. Yeah. So you're a little marketing genius behind that apron, aren't you?
Yeah, it has to be something has to connect.
Yeah. Now you're Swedish by birth. What brought you to the Caribbean? What brought you to St Lucia?
I came to St Vincent Caribbean Bakery Island first time. I was asked to come down to just cook for a season many years back in a Swedish-owned hotel. at that place I learned to know another Swedish person who was a manager at the hotel here in St Lucia. So when it was time for me to do something new in life, I called him and asked if there was any openings in the, what he told me, a beautiful island in St Lucia. So he found me a job and I came here in 2001, supposed to be here for a couple of years, me and my wife, to do something different. And we are here 11 years later. We are here with 3 restaurants and a kid born in St Lucia, and yeah.
Now, you heard he said 3 restaurants. That means there's more in store from Chef Bobo. We're going to catch up with you some more on the island and share more of your work with our viewers.
Still to come on the Island Exclusive.